Cannabis industry is not as sexy as everyone wants to think it is. It's not. This is going to be if not the hardest startup you've ever been involved in. Not just because it's highly regulated, but it is highly competitive. And not just on the legal side. On my home delivery side, my biggest competition is the traditional market. It is not the dispensaries. There aren't many delivery companies right now, but I tell you what, the traditional market or black market delivery companies, they got that on lock. They have some unbelievable menus. I reached out to them to make sure I knew what my competition was. Their customer base, their prices. Granted, on the legal side, testing and quality, that's where we can sell, because I think that is important, because you don't know where that stuff has been and who's actually touched it. But at the end of the day, the black market is extremely strong. And, capital, like I've talked about earlier, having the right capital to move forward comfortably. A lot of folks out here right now, they're going to be starting. They have an idea in their head of the salary they're going to be paying themselves, and cut it by 3/4 right now, or maybe 0. That's not what you're going to be doing at first. You're not going to just hop in and start making money like that. It takes a lot of work, not only to develop a good product. We had to reformulate from our first one. You have to always be able to pivot. Developing a good product, sales, and marketing, right? Product, sales, and marketing. Those are the 3, if you want to just cut them down to 3 right there. And on the sales side, my COO has been doing all of our sales for about a year, and he's unbelievable. And, Jenny and I hop around from different portions of the company where we need to kind of build it up, give people the guidance and the confidence to take it, and then we let people run and we trust them. Very much like the military. You train someone up, and then you move on. I love to bring people from in-house and train them up. I just jumped into the sales side right now. And, we're having one of our best months, but, it is hard. It is hard, man. Sales is hard. We were going against budgets where they have 4 or 5 people on the phone every day, and they've got 2 people on the road every day. And right now I have 1 person on the phone and me on the road every day, going to dispensary, selling the company. And it's important because it was harder for us to sell at first because we didn't have the data. Right now we use BDSA. That has helped so much. Being able to bring data to a conversation. When you tell someone that, you're doing X or your sales are X, bring the data, have the proof. BDSA has us at number 8 in the state. They have us at number 2. This is in gummies. Number 2 in sales relative to our distribution. We're only in 25% of those dispensaries in the state, but freshly baked gummies fly off the shelf. And that's what I tell people, but I got to take out a graph to be like, and BDSA has shown me this, because I can't just say that. I would just say it anyways, because I think I'm a hype man. I believe my product, but I've got to have the proof. So sales and marketing are tough. Marketing budget. My marketing budget is 0. We don't have a marketing budget. I have one of my employees that steps up and helps with the social media. We try to do our best with, my COO, who's great at designing, has done a lot of the design work, all this stuff. We just don't have the budget. So, you're not going to step into the cannabis industry and be all the dreams are coming true. We've heard about it. It doesn't work that way. And I'm just going to say it right now, because it's the facts that, the small guys, it's even tougher, not just because of the capital, but it's hard for us to keep those types of relationships when you're dealing with, 100 dispensaries plus. It's just tough to keep those relationships. It's tough. So when I'm going to dispensaries now and I'm giving out prices for our gummies, and people are giving me prices from MSOs that are cutting my price in half, I know they're losing money. I know they're not making money, but they have the capital to burn. And that goes back to earlier when I was saying you can't give up. You can't give up. I'm using everything I can at my disposal to sell people on why my gummy that's $5 more is going to be better on their shelves. It's important, not only the story, but me personally, you get me. You're getting me all the time. You have access to me. You're getting me at a pop-up. Even though we're going to start bringing on brand ambassadors, you'll get me there to launch the brand. These are the extra things that we have to do to stay competitive. So just know that from day one, anything that you think you're going to be doing work-wise, double, triple it. This is a 24/7 job. It never stops. And I have PTSD. There's mornings where I don't want to wake up still. I suffer from depression. It's just real talk. That's how it is. I'm lucky I have a good team that I can rely on. But even with me, it is a battle, man. It is a battle out there.